The second thing was, and I don't know how to phrase this as a question, okay, because again, I haven't written it down yet or thought it through too much. But the other thing was that you're drawing this idea of the land connected to Zionism originally out of Genesis chapter 12, right? The Abrahamic covenant. And so there's an issue there that you see the Abrahamic covenant as being an unconditional covenant, correct? So how important are those two things to this interpretation, literal interpretation of the word, and the idea that this is an unconditional and not a conditional covenant to the people?
Yeah, let me deal with the second question first, the second point first. It is an unconditional covenant. The covenant that God made with Abraham, that he reiterated with Isaac in Genesis 26, and that he reiterated with Jacob in Genesis 28, they always include the promise of the land. They always begin with the promise of the land. And they are unconditional. I mean, if you want proof that we didn't deserve any of these promises, just look at the life of Jacob. He was a real sterling kind of a guy, wasn't he? Only by faith, only by a willingness to trust. That was the only thing that we did. But the conditions are unconditional. Now, I would say to brothers and sisters who disagree with me about the irrevocability of those promises, I would say that if you believe that God can change his mind about an unconditional covenant, then we really are on pretty shaky ground when it comes to our own salvation. Because the only reason that we're saved is by God's grace through our faith. And if God can change his mind about that, well then, what stops him from changing his mind about rescinding an unconditional covenant? Is it what we do? Is it our good works? Is it living a certain way? Well, then we're saved by works, aren't we? So I would say that once we start equivocating at all on what we consider an unconditional promise of God, that really opens up a lot of doors where we really have to start thinking through our understanding of salvation. I am saved because of God's unconditional love and grace and mercy, not because of anything I did.